This is Leah with Backyard Homestead in Starkville, Mississippi, Zone 7B, and we've been out working in the garden this afternoon, and it is Tuesday, October 9th, and I'm going to just tell you what we planted, and of course we just planted it, so nothing's up, but I'm going to show you where it is, and I'll show you as it starts coming up. But this is this little half row here. We planted carrots, and they're Danvers half long, and then this little row we planted black Seeded Simpson. This row we planted some fall cucumbers, but they didn't do much of anything. Some of them are blooming, we're letting them go, but we don't anticipate any any cucumbers off of them. On this row in front of the fence we have Siberian kale planted. This is our patch of sweet potatoes, and we're still waiting on these to dig these. This half row of okra is still making a little, so we're going to leave it a little bit longer. But the end of the row down here where it's shadier had pretty much quit making entirely, so we went ahead and pulled this half of the row. And here we have planted on the back side of this back half, we have collards, and then we planted another row right there, and that's Tendergreen Mustards. So we have Georgia collards and then some Tendergreen Mustards. On these two long rows over here, on this side, we planted two long rows of carrots. Let's see, most of the peppers are still making a little, so we're leaving them a little bit longer because some of them have died, and we pulled the ones that weren't making it all and left the ones that are still making a little. And in front of the in front of the peppers, we planted a row of bok choy. So this row right here, all the way down, we planted bok choy. Right, in these two little half rows, this row we planted 2 rows of our red lettuce that we had saved from seed. Then this little part of the row we have broccoli, and then this little half of the row is more black Seeded Simpson. So black Seeded Simpson, broccoli, 2 different types of red lettuce, the Lolla Rossa and the red Romaine. This is the long double row of carrots. And then swinging around this way, a couple more pepper plants, a little watermelon patch. And in these pots, we have some more red lettuce planted. In this pot, the pepper quit producing at all, so we pulled it, and we have red lettuce planted. Same thing in this one. Took out the pepper and planted some more red lettuce. And this area, this is where our butter beans were, and they just quit producing, so we went ahead and took them out and planted 2 double rows of spinach. So this is a double row of spinach, and this is another double row of spinach. These green beans are still making, not as heavy as they were, but you can see we still got some beans on there. So we're going to leave them for a while. This row of green beans has basically stopped. There's a few beans on it. This end is really poor. The far end has a few beans hanging, so we're probably going to take out half of this row and go ahead and plant some sugar snap peas, but that'll be a project for tomorrow. These 2 rows in between the bean rows, we have broccoli. Pretty little broccoli plants. This row of climbing green beans are still making a little, so we're leaving them. These rows, this big double row of green beans has pretty much stopped making, so probably this week sometime we are going to go ahead and take them out and plant probably maybe some more kale, maybe a different kind of kale. We have Siberian kale already planted over there, so we might plant the red Russian kale or maybe some curly kale. Maybe plant some more kale over here, but we'll see. We'll get to that later. But that's it, just showing a little garden update. This is the little patch of fall green beans, bush green beans we planted, and they're still doing fairly well. They made really heavy for a while, but they've kind of slacked off. We're going to keep watering them really well, and hopefully they'll get a second wind and make us another good crop. But they've done well. I can't complain. And some of the peppers have stopped. These 3 peppers, this jalapeno, they don't look great. That one does. That one's a bell. Sorry, that bell pepper looks beautiful. These jalapenos don't look awesome. But leaving them because they're still making. But pulled these that had quit, and we have broccoli plants in these buckets along the fence. So when something quits making, we just go ahead and take it out and replace it with something else. And that's pretty much all we have going on right now in the garden. So just a quick little garden update. Thanks for watching.